Anil Rego, who's the founder and fund manager at Right Horizons PMS, joins us now. Anil, always a pleasure to welcome you on NDTV Profit. It's a difficult day of trade. How are you gauging the market sentiment and overall trajectory of the market in a very uncertain and volatile environment?
Yeah, definitely. I think the war has significantly deteriorated things. And I think, from initially there was an expectation that there were very good wins by the US, okay, and, they were able to take out their leader, etc. And I think they underestimated that, how well they were planned. And it was known for a very long time. So I'm not surprised, and we also did expect that it would not end so soon. So, and that is something that I believe is a bit of continues to be a negative. That this may not get over as quickly as everybody thought it would, and maybe it's good to plan for something which is slightly more long drawn. Of course, I think if US and the midterm elections hopefully will. Get us, a solution which could be a little earlier, than what is anticipated. But what do you do in such, volatility, etc.? I think the point is to manage risk well. Okay. Unfortunately, right now, it's already come off. So for an investor, I don't think there's too much that one can do. I would still maybe wait for a bit of a pullback if one wants to, de-risk a little bit. And what's interesting in all of this is I think that small caps have outperformed the large cap index. Right? So even yesterday it was say minus 0.4 versus say minus 1.6 plus. So that is something which is an interesting thing to note that small caps I think have valuation wise etc. have come down significantly and are at level. So I would think that one needs to be pragmatic and plan for a slightly longer term. But, manage volatility and I think it would pass.
That's right. In fact, small cap index is outperforming the mid cap, and overall the broader market, Anil, has been outperforming the key indices which are taking a bigger knock today. What is your reading on that? Have we lost a lot of ground already in terms of the valuation of the smaller companies, and therefore the buying is also creeping in certain quarters?
Yeah, so if you go and look back at say relative valuation, etc., I think that is something which if you see the relative performance, right? Small caps are outperforming almost like 40% on a 1 year basis. If you look at it somewhere in mid 24, right now it's almost like minus 20. So that is the type of underperformance that it has seen, right? And I think that's where also the opportunity is. So when being a contrarian. When you see that type of move and you look at history, right, somewhere it stops around this, minus 20 underperformance. So that's a good part to it. And I think that is where I think there's more value in mid and small caps. Yes. Interestingly, small caps more because mid caps actually, had not fallen as much and they've done reasonably well even on the fall. We came back to almost like market highs, but the small cap index was not as much. And if you look at stock level, especially, smaller names below, some of the index, mid-cap index stocks is even worse. I think it's a good time to start looking at mid and small caps if one is looking at a portfolio for the future.
All right. So that's a great advice coming in. Anil Rego, always a pleasure to welcome you and take your expert advice on NDTV Profit. All right. Moving on. Remember...